In your top story this hour, the cousins killed in Mamelodi East last week will be laid to rest today. Friends and family of Tshiamo and Baleseng Moramaga will bid them farewell at a funeral service in Luckau Village outside Groblersdal in Limpopo. The two young women were shot dead in the early hours of Sunday morning, and their bodies were discovered along a road in Extension 17. The suspect, 38-year-old Tebogo Mnisi, appeared in the Mamelodi Magistrate's court on Wednesday on 5 charges, including murder, attempted murder, and firearm-related offences. Newzroom Afrika's Zola Sholwana is tracking the story for us and joins us live from Lukau in Limpopo. Zola, not a very good morning at all. I mean, this is an absolute tragedy. Firstly, how are the mothers of these two young ladies? How's the family? And what more do we know about the details of that tragic day?
Well, Master Chaba, one cannot even begin to describe the grief that is currently being felt by the mothers of the two cousins. The rest of the family. Yesterday we were here when they were busy with preparations, and we spoke to some relatives who told us that this is something that is unusual. Losing one child is hard enough. It's even worse now when you lose 2 children in that manner. There's no parent who anticipates that they will bury their child, especially when they are that young. So it's quite a difficult time for the family. We are already seeing mourners making their way to the venue. This is where everything will be taking place, at their home in this village just outside Groblersdal. And of course, we're told that there are going to be some provincial representatives, an MEC that's going to be representing the Premier of Limpopo, and then there'll be one of the keynote speakers of the day. We'll also get to hear from, the family as well, and gender-based violence activists that we've been hearing from since the beginning of this tragedy, Master Chaba. I just want to be able to show you how everything is looking like at this particular moment. We are also waiting to receive their bodies any time from now. We were told that they could possibly be here at around 8 o'clock. And of course, we will then keep our viewers up to date. This incident, has called for, greater calls, when it comes to issues of gun violence and gender-based violence in respective communities, especially in Mamelodi, where we heard an activist labeling that community, as basically a war zone for women, because there's been several cases of women that have been killed, and they were also claiming that nothing has really been done by government to address those, issues. So we saw that the memorial service drew a large turnout when it was held in Mamelodi, from community members, civil society organizations that were advocating against gender-based violence. So we are expecting to hear those voices as well. And once we have the program with us, then we will, of course, furnish you so that we get to understand how the day is looking like now. As the community prepares, Master Chaba, to say their final goodbyes, the tragedy has once again, reignited calls for stronger action to curb gun-related killings and also protect women and families from these kind of senseless violence, to say the least. We know that there is a man that's currently arrested, and he is facing 5 counts, and one of those charges are premeditated murder and the possession of an unlicensed firearm. We heard from the uncle yesterday where he said, at this particular moment, we will let justice take its course, and they are hoping that, Baleseng and Tshiamo's death will not go in vain. This, will be taken further. It won't just be a court appearance and nothing really, happens, or, this hype dies down, because we understand that there are a lot of people that are backing up this case at this particular moment. Ultimately, the family wants to see justice served for their loved ones. So, Master Chaba, as soon as the funeral is underway, we will, of course, inform you so that, our viewers are able to watch the proceedings of the funeral of these two cousins. Back to you in studio.
Thanks very much, Zola. Newzroom Afrika reporter Zola Sholwana coming to us live from Luckau Village outside Groblersdal in Limpopo, and we'll take you back there throughout the course of the funeral this morning.